Okay, get this. Characters don't talk but hiss like cats and growl like wolves. Hiss growl? What even is that?
Please, must we begin with the animal impersonations? That's from an Italian review of today's subject, the Tearsmith by the aptly named Erin Doom.
Aptly named. It's practically a warning label. And this thing is huge. People love it. Netflix made a movie and it's about, wait for it, adopted siblings falling in love.
Ah yes, the pinnacle of romantic tropes. 17-year-olds Nica and Rigel, fresh from the same traumatic orphanage, adopted by the same family, proceed to engage in what can only be described as mutually assured emotional destruction under one roof. It's less forbidden love, more urgent call to child protective services.
It's flowers in the attic for the new generation. Except maybe trashier? Is that possible? Remember when you called Twilight trash? This makes Twilight look like Shakespeare.
Comparing anything to Shakespeare in this context is generous. Let's discuss the male protagonist, antagonist, Rigel, described as mesmerizingly handsome, naturally.
Oh, he's a psycho. A hot psycho, maybe. The book keeps saying he's got piano hands and eyes like, I don't know, dark voids, but he's punching guys just for talking to Nica. One review said, oh, someone spoke to me nicely, so you punch them. So romantic. That's not romance, that's assault.
He exhibits textbook narcissistic traits, extreme possessiveness, jealousy, violent outbursts. He's less darkly brooding bad boy and more future subject of a true crime documentary. The sheer romanticization of his aggression is alarming.
Alarming. It's insane. But Nica, oh honey Nica, what is her deal? Reviewers called her bland, tasteless. She's like a beige wall that Rigel keeps throwing himself against. He treats her like dirt, growls at her apparently, and she just takes it. Makes excuses. Reminds me of my friend Brenda with that guy who keyed her car because she liked someone else's post. Some people just attract lunatics.
While Brenda's automotive woes are fascinating, Nica's lack of agency is a core complaint. She's the damsel who not only tolerates the dragon, but actively polishes his scales after he burns down the village. Let's not forget the reviewer who mentioned, not consensually kissing people who are asleep. Charming.
Yikes, see? Psycho. Maybe the orphanage messed them both up, like shared trauma bonding gone horribly wrong.
Or perhaps it's simply lazy writing, relying on trauma as a shorthand for character depth without actually exploring it meaningfully. Much easier than crafting believable motivations.
Okay, Dr. Freed. But is the book actually any good? Because people are divided. Like, really divided.
Let's consult the evidence. Reviewer A, unfortunately, this is one of the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. Concise. Damning.
But then reviewer B is all. A masterpiece, unforgettable. It speaks to the soul. Soul? What soul? The one Rigel crushes every time he throws a tantrum. And don't get me started on the length. 550 pages. For this, my eyes glazed over just reading the summary.
The prose itself is a point of contention. Some laud its beauty, others decry it as repetitive, cringe-inducing and poorly translated. I lean towards the latter, especially given the reports of characters communicating primarily through all feline and lupine vocalizations.
Hiss, growl, sorry, couldn't resist. And the plot? Someone ends up in a coma. A serious, life-threatening coma, and then they're just fine. Dancey, even according to one review. What is this, a soap opera?
It's a narrative crutch, a deus ex machina of the lowest order, designed to inject drama where organic development fails, almost as clumsy as the, cheeky bit of incest chat, another reviewer noted.
There it is, the adopted sibling weirdness. They really went there? Okay, hypothetical time. If Rigel were a sandwich, what kind would he be?
Must we? This is hardly productive literary analysis.
Come on, play along.
Fine given his propensity for violence, a knuckle sandwich.
Ooh, dark. I was going to say something really spicy that looks amazing but gives you immediate crippling heartburn and a week of regret. Like ghost pepper jerky on stale bread.
An apt if disgusting metaphor, which brings us, mercifully, to the ratings.
Okay, I give the Tearsmith 2 out of 5 restraining orders. It's toxic sludge, but I kinda want to see how much worse the movie is. Morbid curiosity, you know.
And I rate it a requires immediate literary intervention out of 10. It's a tedious, harmful romanticization of abusive behavior wrapped in purple prose and nonsensical plot twists. Utterly bankrupt.
So you hated it more than Twilight?
Let's not speak of that again. Join us next week, listeners, when we delve into the profound mysteries of Brenda the Blobfish Finds Her Bliss.
Is that even a real book? Knowing him, probably. Catch you next time on Heart Book Radio.